But Mike, let's take a look at Fabrizio Romano's Twitter right now, and
I have a feeling
let
where this is
us
going.
let us talk about this. Let us talk about the fact that Eric Ten Hag to Manchester United is here we go. Agreement on contract now set to be completed. Mitchell van der Gog, priority candidate for coaching staff. Ajax and Man United in contract to discuss 2 million release clause announcement. Timing depends on this. Not today, not tomorrow, but he's going to sign a 3-year contract. Eric Ten Hag, current Ajax manager, will be at Old Trafford next season. Do you think he turns this club around? Talk to me.
I mean, it's a tough one. It's if the board can back him and they can have a good structure and a clear identity of what they want this squad to be, I think it can work out. I think Ten Hag is a really good manager, and he's proven. Look, Ajax were not doing so well in the Eredivisie before he came in. He comes in, he's transformed them into also Champions League, going in deep runs. Obviously, 2019 semifinals. This year, I thought they were going to do better, but getting bounced out by Benfica was really a little bit of underperformance, in my opinion, by Ajax for how well they played in the group stage. So I think this can really work out. It just depends on the board. For me, we've seen it time and time again. New manager comes in, okay, it's good for one season. Next season, it doesn't work out so well, or then the third season, it completely derails. So I think it's a matter of they need to have a clear vision. Manchester United now, they've been, just signing players based on, they how well they have done for other clubs. There's no true vision when it comes to how they want to play on the field and what characters. They need to get characters in this squad. They don't have a winning team. Yes, you can. They signed Ronaldo, who's a character, but is he that sort of leader that you need for the future? I think if they can back Ten Hag, they have a great manager in mind, and there shouldn't be so much pressure on him in the first season. Like, oh, you need to win the Premier League, you need to win a cup. Give him some time. Let him build his squad, like City, right? With Pep. Obviously, it first season with Pep, they finished fourth, but they still got Champions League football. I think that can be the same thing with United. They can finish fourth with Champions League football with Ten Hag, but they need to back him with his players. It can't just be, oh, we just want to sign him, but he doesn't fit a Ten Hag profile sort of player because he has a certain philosophy how he wants to play. One thing I need to say as well is Ten Hag, he usually has a plan A, but his plan Bs are not the greatest, or he doesn't have a plan B. And recently they just lost in the Dutch Cup against PSV 2-1, where they were winning at halftime and they completely derailed in the second half. So that's just something to worry about if you're United fans. But I think they have a great manager. It's just a matter of you have to back him.
Bro, I wish I had my lighter right now because that was fire. That was fire. Oh, another thing, we're talking managerial announcements. Ruud van Nistelrooy would take over at PSV
Mm-hmm.
as Roger Smith will be going to Benfica as well. So that's some movements there. But look, what I have to say about Ten Hag, it's a manager I do admire. I would have actually taken him at Manchester City if Pep was actually on the verge of leaving, or let's say Ten Hag had stayed on at Ajax, then I would have actually taken him at City when Pep leaves because he is that good. And I think with City, it would have been a better team for him to go to. I'm not trying to be salty or anything, but 10, Mr. Ten Hag, I told you not to go. You still went. You're going to regret it. Trust me. Next year around this time, we're going to be like, oh, man, damn, you said it, man. You said it because for some reason, I don't think this board looks like they're not interested in the footballing aspects on the field. Seems like it's
Mm-hmm.
more off the field thing. Let's sign this player because he might be financially viable for the club and all these kind of things. You know what I mean? Let's bring Pogba back and waste 5 years of his career. The Bruno Fernandes signing, good signing, but then he's like falling into that mold now. They brought Ronaldo back. I've been hearing that Ten Hag might not really want Ronaldo in his plan, seeing that, Ronaldo can't feature in a 3-year plan. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe he can, but I'm just, I've came across something like that. So, look, the Ten Hag appointment is a good appointment in my opinion, but I just think, as you said, the board just needs to let him handle things, man, and don't put too much pressure on him. Like you said, just go out there. Whatever you do this season, we're gonna back you to come again. But things do not work that way because United are an ambitious club. If United go through the season and they're sixth, seventh, they might sack him. You see what I'm saying? They
I
might
don't think
just
that would be
sack him.
smart. I don't think that they have to give him time. I understand if they're like in 10th position and it just looks like nothing is going their way. Sometimes with new managers, you just need to back them for a couple seasons.
Maybe
Look,
not a couple. Maybe one full season and see what he does the second season.
okay,
If you back him in the transfer market and everything, but you can't back a manager in the summer. He doesn't do well. You back him in the winter. Yeah, he pulled things together. Back him again in the summer, and you still not getting results.
but there's a lot of dead players at United. We know
Yeah,
that. There is so many bad
and
players.
that is what Ten Hag's job is. If you really look at the United team, Mike, you look at the United team, there's a lot of players who just needs to go, man. You know what I mean? You think Matic. I think Matic is leaving. Matic is leaving. Juan Mata, he got to go. I think Jesse Lingard got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Pogba
There's
is going to go.
Phil Jones got to go. I think they might try to hold down Pogba, but Phil Jones got to go. You see what I'm saying? Players like Dallo has been linked outside of the club, and the list goes on. There's probably a few players I'm missing. Rashford want to leave, but he might stay. I think he'll stay. But guys like Cavani, I think will go.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I think if they don't get Champions League football, Ronaldo is 100% gone.
Bro, Ronaldo has never played in the Europa League in his career,
You,
ever.
you think he's going to want to go to Kazakhstan or
Imagine,
somewhere?
bro, imagine Ronaldo in the Conference League next season.
Dom, if United are in the Conference League and they play against my Finnish team, Hoiko, that would be one of the greatest moments of my life. Seeing United on a Thursday night on an artificial turf in -5 Celsius, I will never see
Exactly.
anything better. But honestly, Ten Hag is also going to have a reality check. It's completely different when you're playing against what is it? I'm trying to give some PAC Swale or
Yeah.
Feyenoord or these teams. When you go up against, Burnley, who are going to be difficult if they are in the Premier League still, or go up against Leicester, obviously City and Liverpool, he is going to get a reality check as well, and he's going to have to develop as a manager like he did at Ajax. So, the first couple of
But
seasons weren't the strongest, but then once he got his foot on the ground and started developing his own players, it started working really well. So you have to be patient if you're United.
but you gotta
Will they
give
be
him
patient?
yeah, you gotta give him credit. He's done well in the Champions League against better opponents too. So I
Yep.
think, he'll be alright in that aspect though. One question before we do go, do you think which player I have a player in my head that I think he would want to bring with him, but which player do you think he would bring over from Ajax to United?
I
One
know
player.
everybody will say Anthony or Gravenberg. I think he will bring in Timber, the center back.
You
I
think
think
it's
that's a.
Timber?
I think it will be Timber. I think United need a center back. Maguire. That guy couldn't even play in the Finnish league. That's how bad he is. He could fit in my fifth division team in Finland. That's how bad he is as a
Oh
defender.
my
I
god.
think with Timber, he's a very good ball playing defender. Yes, his height isn't the greatest. I think he's only 6 foot, if I'm not mistaken. But he brings a level of calmness, and he's good on the ball. Next to Varane, I think that can work out well. But
Varane's not that good these days, bro.
I know, but maybe because he's next to Maguire, Dom.
Varane's not. But what are they gonna do with Maguire? They're not. Who's gonna buy him?
He's a bench. Just put him as a fridge. Just leave him in the dressing room as a fridge. Just that's what he's used for. I'm so sorry. I wish I could see that there's some promise with him, but there isn't. There just
I,
isn't. So I
I,
would say Timber is a good shout.
I actually think they're gonna. I actually think Anthony is gonna be the player. I think it's gonna be Anthony. Gravenberg's going to Bayern Munich.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be Anthony. He has the flair. He's Brazilian. He's gonna be a big signing. He's gonna sell shirts. Timber, he ain't gonna sell much shirts really. You know what I mean? Nobody don't really know about him really.
So you're just going with the same mold United have been doing for the last
Not,
couple of seasons,
that's
signing
the
players just
bro.
based on the name to sell jerseys.
That's what they're gonna do. That is what they're gonna do. I don't think Timber at his age no experience in the league, I don't think he hits the ground running, man. You know what I mean?
It is true.
Yeah. So I think if they're gonna go in for a center back, they gotta go a bit more experience, maybe for like you know, what's his name there that plays for Inter, man? That Spurs
Skriniar.
wanted Skriniar. You know
Oh,
what I
he's,
mean?
he's he's been the best player in the Serie A this season.
Yeah, you gotta go for a Skriniar, man. So one of them players, or even going. I know it might be too late, but a Koulibaly. You know what I'm saying? I like Koulibaly though. For
I,
some
I,
reason,
I love
you know
Koulibaly.
what? Yeah, Koulibaly, man, that would be a big signing.
Imagine,
But
Dom, they could have had Koulibaly or Maguire.
yep, but still, but yeah, man. Look, but thanks for your thoughts on that situation. A lot of talking points.